Shout out to So Prolific. I see you early, my brother. I see you early. Shout out to everybody on MJMG Presents app. This is SHU Radio on another Monday night. We got another talent in the building. Brother got some good stuff this year. He's been putting in work for a long time. He reaped the benefits of that, and he continues. So we're gonna share a little bit about that story. Maybe not too much, because we need y'all to keep your eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? We gotta just give you a little bit to keep the eyes on him. But we most definitely gonna have a dope show today. That's right. We got a brother who's gonna be coming in, sharing some. We're gonna go through the journey. If you know SHU music by way of MJMG, we like to bring the artists and we call it humanizing the superheroes, where we also give the essence of what their work does. You know, sometimes we see a person and we just think, oh man, he came out of nowhere. No. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of dedication and there's a lot of investment, and we like to tell that story in the generations as well as the journey. So stay tuned. But what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go into some visuals, and the song right here is called Get Cracked, and the brother's called Young Scratt. Let's check this out, y'all. We're gonna be with her in a set, so tell a friend, jump on right now before y'all lose out on a lot of gems. I know it. I'm telling y'all right now, there's gonna be a lot of gems. So let's check it out, y'all. This is Get Cracked.
Why every time we chill, some bitch gotta try you?
SHU Studio.
What bitch you talking about now?
I swear, you ever reply to one of these, I swear I'll crack your fucking head open.
I ain't cracking nobody but you.
I'm gonna call you that Scratt.
Ooh. Woo! Damn, girl. Hey, we cooking with Twister right now. Sheesh! I think it's been a month or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. It look like you do a squat or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. Life without sex, that shit uncomfortable. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. I know you want it, girl, I want it too. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. I can't live with no sex. Without it, I get stressed. Can't wait till I get home to dive in something wet. I'm like, whoa. I think I hear it talking back. Hit you on the stove. Sound like I'm stirring back. I'm like, whoa. If she got good snatch, I'm gon' lick her cat. Might take that girl to sex. I'm like, whoa. Who the first step to get cracked? If I gotta pay, I ain't gon' crack. If she caught, I might give her 4 racks. It's been like, a month or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. It look like you do a squat or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. Life without sex, that shit uncomfortable. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. I know you want it, girl, I want it too. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. Why you call my phone with all that yelling for? Don't do that. It's probably cause you see me with them yellow bones. You knew that. What size Don Julio you want? What size, babe? Let me crack your studio or something. We ain't gotta waste no time. Let's get to it. I got missing calls from Felicia, Alicia, Jamisa, Letitia, Nisha, Lisa, Teresa. I might pick up for Alana, Brianna, Tiana, Gianna, Kiana, Rihanna. Maybe for her mama. Crack you like a crackhead, smack it till it turn red. I know you bout to come because I saw you shake your back leg. You gon' be addicted cause my tongue made you a crackhead. Take your ex, get out my midst just before he end up in a fat bed. It's been a month or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. It look like you do a squat or two. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. Life without sex, that shit uncomfortable. Get cracked. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked. I know you want it, girl, I want it too. Get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked, get cracked.
Hit me
Shout out to everybody that's on right now. If this is your first time on SHU Radio by way of MJMG Presents, this is where we bring you talents of all likes, from artists and authors, actors to trappers. Whatever you do, we sit here and we celebrate you. But today, without further time, because time is money and I don't like to waste neither, we got an artist repping the east side of Cleveland. And I'm going to let y'all know, if y'all don't know, it get real out there. It get real out there. I'm a traveling man. I'm here to tell y'all. But just as much as it gets real, there's extreme talent out there. And there's this brother right now, young Scratt, who is repping his town hard to the foot. Now, he got some Atlanta love too. Heavy. If you don't know, you're going to find out today. The brother got a lot of love today. But what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate him, man. So without further ado, let's bring the brother on stage. My brother, how you first and foremost, how you doing, man? You gotta unmute.
I'm blessed, man. God is good, man. How you?
Oh man, we good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Most
Let's have you for the evening, and shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now, my brother. I just want to salute you early, man, on the grind that you've been putting in, and we're gonna highlight that, man.
Oh yeah.
But there's
salute.
There's one thing I want to jump right in, right? I want you to take us back to the 8th grade, right? 8th grade. That first record you wrote that you got in trouble for, you got punished for, but take us back to that feeling of making that first record.
My first record, that was when Trillville dropped Get On My Level. So we had, me and my homie, his name was J Boo at the time, his name Sean B now. We had sampled the hook of Get On My Level and we made our own beat to it. Cause we was beefing with dudes. We was beefing with these artists that were in our school, and we like get on my level. You know what I'm saying? And we did it. We went, and these dudes was popular, and we just went at them, and everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? And we just thought that sample was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Cause we felt like they went on our level, so we said, get on my level. It was dope. That was my first joint.
That was your first joint. Now, as an artist, I know, expression is our key, and that's the thing that we go to. But making that first project or that first piece of work, was that the defining moment? Like, this is what it is gonna be.
Yeah, when I first heard my voice on that, I'm like, I sound like I'm on already, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. So I just kept making music off that. Just period. Just kept going. After I heard my voice and playing it in the car, cranked loud up, busting my parents' speakers out, like blowing the speakers out. Like I'm like, oh, yeah, we got something. So I just ever since that day, I just always had in my mind I was definitely gonna be something one day, and it just worked out.
It worked out. Now, yeah. a lot of times as an artist, our surrounding neighborhood or where we are, what predominantly we are at, plays a big influence. I mean, I see you rapping. You rapping right now with the Cleve. Like, you
definitely.
You rap
100%. 100%. I love my city.
How much of the city influenced you, especially in the hip hop scene? A lot of times people get lost in just like New York or California. It's like there's so much in between in this culture. So could you talk a little bit about your city and like how that influenced you in your music?
Yeah, so we got some dope artists that I look up to here, like the Pooh Guttas, the Ray Juniors, the Royalty Camp, the Corey Babes, the Young Shanks, Chip the Ripper. Shout out to MGK. Like all these people are staples here in the city and help form the city and shape the city. So big salute to them. I always been fans of them. They always show me love, and that's just watching that influence me to go harder. You know what I'm saying? I love my city. I love my backyard. You know what I'm saying? It's just the people here that help shape it. I'm forever grateful. They paved the way from what I'm doing right now. So yeah, salute to them boys.
Yeah, salute to them. So now after your first record, you caught the sample 8th grade. What was the transition from that moment into developing what and who Young Scratt is?
I always, like when they came out, I always liked the crunk sound, like the crunk sound, the I want to fight sound. And then it it flipped to, hey, I want to make crunk. 'Cause, you know, crunk music was club music back then, but it's like more. It's more what I make now is like more feel good club type records. You know what I'm saying, for the ladies. So that I just transitioned into that. I love women. I like to see everybody like to see girls twerk, and that's the music that I've been focused on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you get the might go virals and the get cracks and the you know, records like that.
Gotcha. Now, I don't want to fast forward too much, but
Mm.
in 2008, you actually caught a big moment. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah.
was a viral moment
Oh
when
yeah.
things wasn't really going, and like, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't really a thing
Mm-mm.
at that time with
Mm-mm.
Money Walk. Could you talk about that moment and what did that do for you, good or bad? Because you know sometimes we get lost and stuff, but could you talk about that moment and how did that affect you?
So 2008, 2009, I came out with this record called Silly Bands. And that was
Yes.
first before Money Walk. So that had got on there. I had put that song out and it caught a buzz online and the radio picked it up. And when they first played it, everybody was calling my phone like, hey, you know that Silly Bands you just put out, that's on the radio. And that influenced me even more to go crazy. I got with a couple years after that, I got with a group called L.O.E. We put out this record called The Money Walk. We wanted to do something, you know, it really wasn't too many dance records out, and we wanted to come with something different. But you know,
Gotcha.
like trappy, you know, trappy type record, dance type record. We did that. Got Ao and Teo to dance to it. Got the Williams brothers to dance to it, and it just picked up and went viral, and went crazy. So it was like and that's how we met Don P from Trillville. That's how we met Miami Mike, and just that was a big a record for us around that time.
Around that time, and you was part of the LOE was.
Yeah, it was a group called L.O.E. I was a part of. Me and my boy Word and King. It was three of us. We were all in a group called L.O.E. at the time.
Now with a record catching that much momentum, I could imagine, you know, all types of things coming your way. People, business.
Hmm.
How was your business sense at that time when this traction was taking off?
At the time, I didn't know the business of it. I just knew like we got a hot record and it's picking up traction now. We ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what I ain't gonna say that's what held us back, but it was a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't really understand the music business, and I know that's very very important, especially when you going at that kind of speed, that kind of you know.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you
Yeah.
completely.
Hmm.
Now, coming out of that and getting that momentum, was there ever a moment where you felt yourself like questioning, like, is this the route? You know, we got a lot of artists that are on right now, and that's one of the biggest things that artists face a lot. They get into that doubt or that wonder, and that, is this? And if you did reach a mark like that, how did you maintain in your travels to keep away from that or get out of it?
See, a lot of people they wanted us. I'll say this: when we put that Money War record out, they thought we were just gonna keep making dance type records. We didn't want to make dance type records. Nobody forced us to do it. It was just like, okay, this is what works. This is what makes sense. But but the second record that we dropped, I think it was called "What's Wrong with Them." It was like real gritty and real hood. People still liked it. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
take a chance with that. You know, just switching it up a little bit because we never wanted to be like the snap pop type. But it worked. You know what I'm saying? But for the second single, we like, nah, we want to go a different route, and we did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's about being consistent too. You know what I'm saying? And just putting out a similar record to the last one you put out, kind of like in that field. But we
Okay.
didn't do that. We just went straight hood and trap.
And after getting that effect, was that a deciding factor in the business sense of like where you were as a group or going solo?
I would say that's the type of music that I like. I like the trappy. I like the trap club type stuff. So that was the direction I was running in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Now
Mhm.
you've made your way. You've performed. You've been around a lot of people. Let's
Mhm.
keep that transition going. And what was the next stages for you in your journey right after that situation? You know, going viral, getting that energy, going to another direction because you didn't want to get stuck in a
Mhm.
direction. What was the next phase for you in that?
Just hitting it. Just see how can I perfect it? How can I get even more in depth with like the trap style and the more like just more. hood trap club type. That's what I wanted. I wanted to mix trap and club together, and I found that, and that's what I've been doing. That's why I came up with the records that you hear now. Everything that's out now, that just came out recently. That's me mixing trap and club together and just making that sound for the ladies and dudes too. You know what I'm saying? Just if they feel it, if the ladies feel it, I know the dudes gonna feel it too. You know what I'm
Straight up,
saying? 'Cause
straight
they
up.
watching them. So
So merging those two sounds and working on your pen, we know we're in the business of music, so it's not just you put a few words together. There's a formula, there's a technique, there's things you do. How was it developing and strengthening your core techniques to be successful in the type of music you wanted to create?
because I always try to make the next record better than the last one that I did. I try hard, like make okay, they like this one. How can I top this one or make this one even better? And I know sometimes too, artists, a lot of artists are impatient too. Like they feel like they'll put out a song for a month and they'll be like, okay, I gotta go to the next one. That didn't
Yeah.
work. But they didn't give it no time for it to grow legs. And that's where they just missed it. That could have been the one. They didn't sell it long enough or they didn't market it to the right crowd. And that's what I'm getting into now. I'm making sure I'm marketing things to the right market, to the right city, you know what I'm saying, to the right interest, all of that. So I'm being real
Now,
mindful of that.
I see you got your head on your shoulders. You speaking marketing, making sure things is getting into the right demographics. Now, I once heard you speaking in one of your sit downs the importance of team and having pieces and people around you. How important is that? Just to share with our viewers, what's the importance of that, and what's your key element of creating the proper team?
I say creating a proper team is, first of all, when you building your own team, don't have a bunch of rappers on your team. You're the rapper. Get a videographer. Get somebody that know how to do marketing. Get a street team, like a real street team. Maybe 10, 20 of y'all that show up to the shows and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Have people in the crowd that go crazy. Have people on stage who go crazy. Get a hype man. Get a lit DJ. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that, and just keep. It's important for the relationships. Always keep good relationships. Build the relationships with the DJs, the DJ coalitions. Is all of that stuff is important when it comes to building a team and building a relationship. You definitely want to tap in with the DJs and stay tapped in with the DJs and listen to them. Listen to their advice. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel like, make them because they just important as you are.
Yeah,
They're gonna be the ones. They're gonna be the ones playing the record. So it's like you got to listen to their advice. Even if you don't want to hear it, just take what they got to, hear what they got to say and kind of apply that to what you're doing.
That is very important because especially if you're in the teamwork aspect, you got to be able to get in the huddle and be like, yo, your shot is off tonight. So
Yeah.
we got to be able to speak to each other.
Yeah.
And so that way we could get to the goal. Now, social media is a very big thing, of course. It's running the world. It's running the world. As an artist in your artistry, how has social media been a plus, or even if it has been a negative for you? How are you maneuvering around this social media space as an artist?
It helps me out because I feel like social media don't really got too many politics because it's like everything is in the palm of your hand. You can run, depending on how much money you got, you can run the ads and reach the amount of people that you want to reach. I feel like what are people doing every day? Everybody's on their phone, right?
Yep.
So everybody's on Instagram scrolling all day. So that's the new radio station. That's the new TV. Everybody's on their phone more than they're watching TV, more than they're playing a video game, more than they're doing anything. So it's like the stage is right here on our phones. So let's utilize it. Let's utilize it and go crazy. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at.
We got a question from the chat.
What's up?
And they said that they see that you have really great following. How do you translate the viewership into listenership?
I keep everybody engaged. Like if I'm in the morning eating my favorite cereal, I'm on live eating my favorite cereal, or I'm just taking them with me throughout the day because I know they're gonna tap in and be tuned in. Whatever I'm doing, whether it's music related or not, I keep people tapped in, and I want people to see the real me. So regardless of what I got going on throughout the day, I try to keep people that follow me engaged. Or if I make a post, they know it's serious. Some stuff don't have to be a post. Some stuff belong in the story. Some stuff that be in the story belong on your page. So it's like just always people want to watch and see what you got going on. I like to keep people excited. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's very important, especially as a talent. That's your whole key. You want to keep their interest. You want to keep their
Exactly.
interest. Now going back into your story, you performed in many different places. How was the transition and getting into these spaces, done for you? And how did you manage to team up and do some of the things that you have?
We had got a call from Teddy. She from Macon, Georgia. She was a DJ on air from Macon, Georgia. She had called us and wanted us to open up for uh Two Chains and Trina at the time. And
Okay.
it was in Tuskegee, Alabama. We went out there, and I'm talking about it had to be at least 500 or 600 people in the crowd. When we went out, before we went out there, I saw how big the crowd was, and that's when our song was starting to bubble. And I'm like, it made me want to vomit because I'm like, as excited as I am to want to go out there and go crazy and rock out. It's like, dang, look at all these people, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we went out there and they knew our song. I'm like,
Yeah,
can you imagine hundreds of people singing your record?
man, that's the
A record that
reward
you
right
wrote in your
there.
room or something like that, and all of these people in the crowd singing it. That's the bet, and that became a drug for me. That made me want to do it even more because I like this feeling. It's a drug. You know what I'm saying? I write the record, go record it, put it out there, and it's all these people singing it, and I want to keep feeling that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a high for me.
Most definite, most
So
definite.
that's
So you
yeah.
so you did the show. You coming off this high. You coming off this high. I could imagine that creating a whole new standpoint or a whole new circumstance that got you into different places. And how did you keep this high going? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to fuel it. How did you keep
Yeah.
that high going?
Just really searching for venues to see if we can perform it. I remember we had Don P and Red set up a show for us to open up for YBN. You remember YBN, The Mirror, and Almighty J? We opened up for them.
Yes.
That was crazy. That we went out there and rocked that, and they loved that song. So, and then we started doing high school events and pep rallies, and it's no other feeling. It's no greater feeling than a bunch of people, kids or adults, whatever, singing your record
Yeah,
like that, and it's a crowd singing what you wrote. Like that's it still amazes me to this day that
Was-
could even be possible.
Was there ever a moment of when the business got into the way and was draining during these moments, or it felt slow? And if it was, and the reason why I'm asking, because a lot of artists face these type of things. What did you do to keep that balance mentally?
We had we had business disagreements within the group. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna go into too much detail about it, but
Yeah.
we had our disagreements. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of our disagreements and us not being on the same page kind of slowed down our momentum. But that's when I just started like drifting off, starting just doing my own thing. When I just saw that kept happening, I'm like, okay, maybe this ain't meant to be. Maybe this was just a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? We got this far. It's not working out. It's not working out for a reason before we become something bigger. So let me just. I'm not about to stop doing music just because the group not working out. I'm about to
Yeah.
go do my own thing, and that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, working on, I see you do a lot of visuals, and you put out really clean visuals. When creating these songs and these visuals, are you keeping in the marketing sense for your viewers, or is just a whole creative aspect for you?
I say both. I like to keep them engaged, but I also want to act out my vision on why I made the song in the first place. So I want to make sure it's working out to what I worked up in my head first, and then I make it make sense to the audience. But it comes from up here first, and I make it make sense to where I can, does this make sense on how I wrote it? Am I doing it the right way? How I visioned it? And then I'll make it make sense to the audience. And then that's when I start writing the script, get with my videographer, and we do what we need to do.
And that's very important. I like how you said it starts from here first, because I think as a creative, you have to paint on your own canvas, and
Right.
then, you paint for those who get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You're not painting for others as well.
Right.
Now let's talk a little bit about you now, brother. Let's talk, and we could bounce around. Let's talk about what's going on now that you cooking, and keep that that hunger, that heat going that you really like doing.
So I now what I'm doing right now is I just dropped this song called Might Go Viral, and that was with me and my boy D Word. Me and Word, like, you know what? How can we make this bigger? So I'm paying attention to what's going on in hip hop. The females is taking over. So
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm about to grab all the hottest females from the city that got buzz, that's making noise, that got motion. I grabbed 8 girls together and put them all on one song, and they all got motion in the city. They got their own motion. Ain't none of them beefing. I'm about to put them all on one record, and I put them all on one song, and we went crazy. We booked out a shout out to Compton. We had booked out a party bus. We booked out a big pool, a big mansion type house, a pool, and we went crazy. We really put on for the city, and
That-
it was something. It still is something. And that's how I got. That's how I got to. I've been promoting it so much. It got to Ray Daniels. You know, he been behind Lotto. He been behind
yeah.
Usher, Future, all those big people. So it's getting the attention that it deserves now.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, you for an individual, and I gotta commend you for an individual who's gotten to the places or even around the people. You keep a level of humbleness, like it's not hidden, but you don't like, yeah, I got it to this, and I'm managed by the same person who does this, and you don't. That's not your wave. How do you
Okay.
balance your humbleness with being a creative in this space where everything is a show?
Because I remember how I started and why I started and where I came from. And I know that this can be taken like that. You know what I'm saying? Because then again, it's a billion people doing it, so I keep myself grounded, and I don't be so far up here because it's like I got a lot of work, regardless of where I'm at. I still got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I ain't to the point where I feel like, oh, I can just chill. I can just chill for 2 weeks. No, I can't. I got to keep going, or it's gonna go down because it's a thousand artists, it's billions and billions of artists out here that's working hard, probably working harder than I am. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just I like what I want to do now is just remain consistent and stay in everybody's face and just keep putting out the content that people expect, or I can just overdo their expectations.
Salute to that.
That's
Salute
fine,
to
man.
that. The chat had asked, do you have any placements with artists?
I got tons of music placements. I did something with MLB, the Major League Baseball. I got 2 on ESPN. Shout out to my boy D Word and DJ Skrilla for plugging those. And that's where I ain't gonna lie, that's where the money at. The music placements,
Yeah,
the
it
sync
is.
placements. And I got altogether, I think I got about 15.
Nice. I mean,
I got 15 music placements.
some people can't get one, so you most definitely putting in the work for that.
Mhm.
Now, you speaking about the sync, and for those that are not on, how difficult? I mean, you shouted out whoever
Yeah.
plugged you in, but how difficult it is, you would say, for the typical artist on the day to day to get involved in sync.
If you don't got, again, it's about the relationship. So it's like if you don't have an inside person or somebody to link you with that, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very, very hard because everybody is sending their stuff in to get placed. So I just been doing good business, doing good work, and I got blessed with that. A friend of mine was already plugged with that. I told him, I said, whenever it's the right time, just plug me in. And I was patient. I ain't bugging him about it every day. I ain't bugging him about it every 5 minutes. I ain't say, hey, bro, can we get these placements done? No, he hit me up when he was ready, like he said he was gonna do, and we did it. It's all about being patient, and you keep doing what you're doing. Don't sit around and wait on people. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I've done that before, and I'm never doing that again. I don't sit around and wait on nobody. I'm gonna keep rolling, and whenever they catch on, they catch on.
There you go. Now, networking is a very big instrumental tool in this industry. And you said you got to have an inside guy. How is networking for you, and what strength points could you share to an artist on developing that concept of great networking?
And I would say networking starts with, just being outside and running into people. You can hit up people in the DM too, but actually pull up on them. Get them a drink or whatever. You see them in the club DJing, get them a drink, wait till they're done, introduce yourself. I seen somebody at the airport coming back to the city today. This dude named Juice. I think he owned like 2 or 3 clubs here, and I always seen him. I'm not intimidated. I walked up on him. I said, "Yo, what's going on? I see that you be with so and so. I see you in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm Scratt. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you." He followed me, checked out my stuff, and said, "Hey," then he DM'd me. He said, "Yo, this shit dope." I ain't know if I'm allowed to
No,
cuss
no,
or
no.
not, but
You can talk
yeah. So
freely. You can
yeah,
talk
so it's
freely.
like
That shit is
yeah,
dope.
yeah. It's like I'm not afraid to approach whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna approach him and let him know who I am because it's like closed mouth don't get fed to this day. You got to be able to humble yourself to walk up on people and say, "Hey, I'm Scratt. I do so and so. This is what I got out. Nice to meet you." And go up from there. I'm not afraid to go and meet people and introduce myself because I know, and I feel like this too. Nobody's gonna go hard for you
Then you.
as you gonna go. Yeah, then you like.
Word up.
What are we wait? What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting for somebody else to be like, "Oh, that's the guy"? No, I'm gonna tell you I'm that guy, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm that guy, and that's it.
Now, you mentioned that as an artist, as a businessman, as a creative, has someone ever approached you in a not productive way, wanting an opportunity, asking for an opportunity, and what did they do wrong if they did?
Yeah, a lot of people will hit me up like, "Yo, check my shit out," or they'll message me like, "Yo," and I'll be like, I look at it and I don't
No.
say nothing back because first of all, I feel like it's super disrespectful to inbox somebody, "Yo,"
Yo.
or tell somebody like, "Yo, check my shit out." No, I'm not just gonna respond like. It's a way you come at people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the wrong way you come at people. Because it's like, dude, you don't even follow me. I don't follow you. Why am I checking your shit out?
Yeah. Yeah. Why should I?
For what?
Like what deems the correct way for me to want to even make that move for you? No,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. If you had any advice for someone who possibly wants to reach out to you, and how would you advise someone to reach out, especially on a social media, online type of reach out?
I would say show some support first. Like some stuff, comment on some posts, share the post. That's gonna get my attention more than you DMing me, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
weird.
I know. I know.
Because think about it. If somebody's trying to get on your show and they just inbox you, yo, you gonna skip right over that. Like, who you talking to?
I skip over many yo's daily.
It's annoying, ain't it? Yeah, I
It
can't.
sure is. Yo, or my shit is it. Like, all right, cool, bro. If you know it, you good to go. You good to go. Now,
Mhm.
if you had the moment to, you know, craft this game, like, we got the digital way compared to how it used to be. We got AI coming in. As far as the market for the artists right now, if you had your way with how we could do business, and I'm asking this because I like the way you think, how would you craft the game today?
The game changes it seems like it changed every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. Some people, they feel like it changed every 5 years or whatever. I'm always online seeing what's going on. I think the AI stuff is cool. I mean, I don't do AI music, but it's working out. People becoming rich off of it. So why not study it, understand it? Because I think people don't like AI because they don't understand it. I think they don't understand it. They don't understand how it works. It can make you rich. Like, even with these AI apps, you can make your own artwork. It's a billion things you can do with AI, and I'm tapping into it. And it's just like, I think AI cuts out the middleman between me and you.
It does. I mean, we've all like, Final Cut Pro and all
Oh,
these
yeah.
other different things, but dabbling in AI for years. Like it's not a found new thing. It's
Yeah.
just now tapping into a lot of the market shares that we have, and I hear a lot of artists complain about that.
Oh, yeah.
There's only really one question that we ask everybody on this show. Usually it's just conversation based and we building. But if you could look back at the young, it's the young Scratt, and tell yourself something, like what would you share with yourself and why?
I would tell my younger self, always believe in you and don't wait on people, like I was saying earlier. And just depend on you because people are gonna always let you down. Regardless of what, people are always gonna let you down, and you're not gonna let yourself down. I would tell my younger self, you don't need nobody. You can do this. You can do this on your own. And you got all the confidence right here. You don't need somebody else to tell you that you dope. You don't need nobody else to tell you that you hot. That's the whole reason why you started rapping, is because you feel like you're dope. You feel like you're hot. Something in you told you that you were doing it, and it had nothing to do with nobody else's opinion. So I would, if I could go back, or if I could talk to my younger self that was just starting out, I would tell myself like, look, believe in you, and don't worry about the noise, because it's gonna be it. Don't ever self doubt yourself, and don't ever wait on for somebody else to tell you that you dope or this is hot. You already that.
That's one to grow on right there. That's one.
Hmm.
Now we got another question from the chat. And they asking
Okay.
why the name Young Scratt.
It was scrap with two P's because I always was fighting. It was scrap with
That's
two
why you
P's.
like that's why you like that crumb.
Yeah.
That's
So when Don P and the Trillville, the Crime Mob Wave, and all that stuff came out, it was perfect because I was already doing that. Like I remember in middle school. I remember in middle school, or was it high school? It was one of them two. I had wore a shirt that said Young Scrapper. My name was Young Scrapper, and it said no problems on the back. You remember Little Scrappy dropped no problem? So yeah, so I always liked that kind of way. I always would just play the records like every time when I got off from school, I'd go in my room, shut my door, and turn no problems up as loud as I could. And then I hear my mom telling me to, turn it down, turn that off, and I'm just stumping, going crazy in my room, knocking stuff over, stumping. You know what I'm saying? Like I missed the crunk wave. You know what I mean? But it was young Scrapper first, but we already have a little Scrappy, like right. So I didn't feel like it was on some lazy stuff. I didn't really want to do all my songs over, so I said, what sounds like Scrap, but not that that nobody has. So I said, okay, Scrap sounds like Scrat. It's kind of the same thing. So I just changed the P's to T's, and it worked.
it worked.
It's different.
That was genius. So you didn't have to go back and edit nothing.
Exactly. It was some lazy stuff, but I just thought about it for days, and I just said, there's no Scrat out. So I'm
That
like,
is
this
true.
is perfect.
That is true. So you can isolate that branding to a core.
Mm-hmm.
Brand.
Yep.
I wanna do this early, man. You know, we're in the time of everybody getting their flowers, and here on MJMG Presents SHU Radio, we don't give our flowers. We give our honor because honor lasts forever, but flowers do die. And I want to
Yes,
take
sir.
this time to just give you your honor, man, from taking the dedication of growing, and not only just growing, but taking the investment and along your rewards and your successes, whether it's in person or it's in moment, keeping the balance between the humble you and the artist you, as well as the piece that you promote and put out there. It's not really easy to balance those things and maintain those things, and it's not even easy to get in them situations and make those situations prevalent to your goals. So we want to give you your honor, man, and salute you here on the show.
Appreciate that.
For that work, man. I just wanted to do that.
Appreciate
now.
that, man.
Most
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So let's talk about some music now. What could we be on the lookout for? Like what's in the works for that, man?
What's in the works right now? I got so many. I got a lot cooking up. I got a new record that I just got done recording. It's called Fine Shit. I'm really excited about that. The song's called Fine Shit. I got a record. I got a feature. Don P finally gave me a feature. I got a feature with him. The song's called Go Fund Me. That's not out yet, but it's done. So I have a lot. I'm about to do my second album called Dreams to Reality 2. I'm working on that. So I got so much that I'm about to do that's in the works that I'm really, really excited for. So it's gonna be a dope 2026.
I feel it already. And performances. I know you're no rookie or unfamiliar with the performing world. How do you go about setting those places or stages on some place that I ain't doing that one, or I'm doing that? What is performing, and how do you go about that for you?
I try to screen where I perform at because there's a lot going on in the city. It's a lot of deaths. A lot of artists got killed. A couple artists got killed this past December in the city. So it's like, rest in peace to them. Dope artists. It's just everywhere is jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say my city is a jealous city, but we do have people that are jealous here. You know what I'm saying? And that's everywhere. It's just I just move real strategic. If it's a shady spot, I'm probably gonna skip over it. But if it's a spot that's like in a kind of like a neutral downtown area, you know, like a area that's cool, not too crazy, but it's downtown, I'm gonna go show out. You know what I'm saying? I just screen where I go. If it's in the middle of, if it's a hole in the wall, I ain't popping up. And if I do pop up, I'm gonna look around and see what's what before I just
Do what you do.
say, okay, cool, I'm about to perform. You know what I'm saying?
That's very important, man. And I'm glad you brought up screening where you are. I think as artists, we forget. I don't care how real you are as an individual. There is somebody who feels the same exact thing or is the same exact
Absolutely.
thing. And when you come across that, y'all gonna meet in the middle. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying? So
absolutely.
as
Yeah.
an artist, you do have a big responsibility to yourself, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that you share that. And if you're listening and you're an artist, take really big heed to that. Like, you have to be mindful of the places you put yourself in because you are your biggest investment.
Absolutely. And I was to add to that, and it's about also every show ain't a good show. Every show not gonna benefit you. If it's artists, you got to be careful because a lot of people put together shows where artists are performing in front of artists, and I
Yep.
hate that
Yep.
because once them artists perform, they're
They-
leaving.
Yeah. And there are
They're
people
gone.
leaving. It's out.
Yeah, and if they bring 20 people, they bring the hood out. They're leaving. They're not about to stay and watch you perform. So I'm against it. 98% of artists performing in front of each other. Okay, if it's a networking thing, let's do a mixer. Let's not have artists performing in front of other artists. I don't understand that. It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Everybody, because they, you know how artists, we egotistic. We don't care about what you got going on. I want to perform and I'm gone. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And especially if you come across an artist who already feels like they did everything and they the ones you could
Yeah,
forget.
you can't tell them nothing.
You can't tell them nothing. No, I'm a big avid believer and protester of environments like that. You recently dropped a Bel Air record.
That too. Shout out to Miss Jackson. I got a guy named Lo that introduced me to her, and I talked to her. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you this beat. Make the record about Bel Air." I played the record on the way to. I got the record. I got the record that day, within the 24 hours, and it was a snowstorm. I was just getting off. It was a snowstorm, and I'm like, you know what? This record can wait till tomorrow. And I'm like, no, it can't. Something was telling me, no, it can't wait. We gotta go. I need to go do this now. Fuck the snowstorm. And I drive a Mustang, brand new. I drive a brand new Mustang, and I'm driving this Mustang, fishtailing all over the road, trying to get to the studio, and I'm in the studio in the hood. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave my car parked on the street in the hood. Somebody either gonna steal my shit or they gonna hit my shit. And ain't nobody do none of that. I parked it, went in there, did it, got it back to Miss Jackson, waited on her response. An hour later, she said, "Yo, I love that." And it made me feel good because it's like, yo, we got this done the same day she sent the beat. So it's like, it's just you just gotta take risks. You gotta take risks. And that's the thing that I want the upcoming artists to know. You have to take risks or you're not gonna get nowhere. You gotta be, it's okay to be afraid, but just do it because it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
It's always gonna pay off every time. You're gonna be afraid. It's cool to step outside your comfort zone. It don't feel good, but it's worth it.
Yeah, most definite. And in a situation like that, you seized and added to the opportunity. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists who sit on the opportunities and don't act on the opportunities to see what can happen. It's like, oh yeah, all right, cool,
It's gone.
cool. And then it's
It's gone.
It's
gone. Even I ain't gonna lie to you. Even with this interview, I'm just getting off the plane.
Yes, you shared that. Yes.
I'm just getting off the plane. I just got back from Atlanta, so it was like, okay, do I message in the group and tell them I'm tired and I'm about to go to sleep? No, we about to do this interview and we gonna keep it going. The minute you start being lazy and start acting like, you know what, I don't feel like doing that. Your audience and whoever you building the network, we're gonna be like, I don't feel like dealing with him then if you gonna act like that.
Like that. Yeah. And to add to that situation, and I'm not saying it like it's the all in, but Rick Ross liked your record.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He heard,
Yeah.
not only did he hear it, he took the time to be like, yo, I like that, and
Yeah.
he liked the record,
Yeah.
and you know, we share opportunities like that with artists. Like, you never know the reach. Now, what if you just said, man, it's snowing, I don't even want
Can't
to
do it.
park my car out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get to
Yep.
it. And we never
Never got done. It never got done. I wouldn't be meeting with you right now. He wouldn't be in my he wouldn't have hit like,
He-
he wouldn't have listened to it, and look, that opportunity's out the window. I wouldn't have had an opportunity with Miss Jackson.
So seizing opportunities and acting on them is very important, man.
Very opportunity. Very, very,
Speaking
very
of
important.
opportunities, if people want to try opportunities, they want you on a feature, they want to do some work, probably interview you, call you out into their town, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? And
They can send me a DM. I don't have an active manager right now, but they can send me a DM, and then I'll we'll get to it. We'll get
There you
to it.
go.
But come correctly though. Don't say yo, because I'm not gonna respond to that.
Yo, check my shit.
No, never.
check my shit.
Never.
As far as reaching out, could for those that's listening on the app, and shout out to everybody that's listening to the app, Apple TV, Google TV, and all the other TVs. For those that are not on the chat, could you give them the direct, like the email, the Instagram, splash all your information where they can find you at.
Y'all can follow me and find me on Instagram at YOUNG_SCRATT. So young_Scratt. You can find me on IG, TikTok, YouTube. If you want to send me an email, it's youngScrattMGMT@gmail.com. So I'm around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hard to reach right now.
Right now, heard that, right? Y'all heard it was very subtle, but y'all heard that right now. So get it while you can, because most definitely it's gonna be very hard later.
Yeah.
My brother, before I know you just getting in, and again, I want to thank you for coming on
No
the
problem.
show, man.
No problem.
Before we let you rock out and do what you gotta do, man. I heard the little ones earlier, so you just getting in town, man. I got some little ones, but.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, man, I personally want to share something with you. I know January 23rd is a really rough day for you, man. You lost your mother in 2022. So I just want to send you and your family much love. I lost my moms at a young age myself. So I know
My
that
condolences.
same to you. And I know that day is coming up among us. So I just wanted to take this time from a brother to a brother just to send that and extend that warm feel to you.
That's
and
love,
your
man.
family,
I appreciate
man. You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Most definite.
Thank you.
I know how that affects. I know how that affects the psyche, the well-being, and you know what I'm saying. And I know you watched it. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you saw
watching that whole thing, watching my mom go through cancer, and really, I swear, to this day, I thought she was gonna beat it, and I didn't take it serious when she told me about it. Because one day she had called me and was like, you ain't come over today, and I'm like, why? Why are you, why are you so mad that I didn't come over? She was like, well, I have terminal cancer, and I never understood what terminal cancer meant until until she just started going downhill. She had came home from Texas after her clinical trial. It didn't work out, and she asked me. She said, I want to go. Let's go out to eat, and I didn't go. I didn't feel like going. I was tired. I said, I don't feel like going. 3 days later, she was in hospice, totally different. And I to this day, I hate myself for not taking her cancer serious and really not being there for her. But it's a lesson learned, man. It's a lesson learned. If you got a parent or a friend or whoever that's going through that's battling cancer, be there for them. Because you just don't know how long they got, and pray with them and give them hope, speak life into them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you just don't know. I never ever in my life thought cancer was gonna take my mom. My mom died at 50 years old. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Nah,
It don't make sense.
I get you, man, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that, and
Yeah.
for the viewers out there, most definitely take those that you love into consideration in those moments, man. I had that same kind of situation. My mother passed away from heart disease, but
My condolences.
the day she passed away, thank you. I was 14, man, and I was gonna tell her I love her. And I grew up in a household where we wasn't expressive. That old school Jamaican household, so it was like school, work, school.
Yeah.
And everything in my heart was like, tell her. And I walked out that door, and I ain't say it, man. And I never saw her again, man.
Man,
So
praise.
my you know, like you say, you knock yourself for that, man. What I say to you, and this is what I practice, so I just want to extend that. Now I tell all my loved ones I love them. So for you, I know you say you knock yourself for that, but now you just take that moment, man. You pay it forward, man, because she's watching, and she's gonna honor you in every second of that, my brother.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
most
it. Same to
definitely.
you. I'm sure moms is proud of you, man. Just waiting for us. They got a spot waiting for us up
That's
there.
right.
We gotta live our life right so we can see them again. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
right,
important.
my brother.
They waiting on us.
That's right. That's right. My brother, so I'm going to leave you the final word. Any shout outs, anything you want to say, any plugs, anything you want the people to know, man. The floor is yours right now.
Yeah, I want to shout out to my team, man. I want to shout out Thrax. I want to shout out Albino. I want to shout out my whole team, Scratt. Shout out to Red. Shout out to Don P. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miami Mike. Shout out to Coop. Everybody that ever pushed like on my record and shared it. This is shout out to y'all, man. Y'all go hard for me. I'm gonna go hard for y'all. So I appreciate it.
Salute to you, my brother. Again, man, I want to thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing, man. Keep your strength, keep your music and your passion going. People are listening and people need to hear it, man.
Absolutely.
So thank you again, man. My brother, I'm gonna let you settle in, man. And you have a most definitely beautiful night. Maybe we could recap.
You too.
Get
Of
you
course.
back on here, see what's
Yeah.
new. If there's anything you want to share, man, and we go from
I'm
there.
coming to New York, man. I'm about to come. Maybe you can show me around. I'm coming to New York.
I got you. And I'm gonna take you where we could park, and it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. We're
right,
gonna
cool.
take you around. We're gonna take you
Cool.
around.
Let's get it. Let's make that happen.
Say no more, my brother. Yo, you have a good night. Be safe.
You too, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Peace. Oh man, that was super cool, y'all. That was young Scratt. Now, I gotta give you my final word before we go into the last video. We're gonna actually go into the viral. We're gonna go into that song. The female mix. It's called Might Go Viral. It's called the She Mix, not the remix, the She Mix. We're gonna go into that. But if you just jumping on right now, or if you've been on the whole time, I gotta give you the last word. If you didn't get anything from today, take this. No matter what the circumstances is, you have to keep learning and growing. He spoke about going viral and not understanding the business. And then he went into a whole nother aspect of music, and it was different from the record that took off, and he said it kind of went this way. And sometimes we let that affect us. But what he did was he took that as a learning experience to understand I gotta do things relative, especially when it takes off. He said something consistently through it. He spoke about investing and paying in ads. Now, if you understand how ads work, is you have a product, you put some money in it, and then they help get it in front of people. So what you have to do with your creativity, your passion, and your goal, you have to get it in front of people. Look at all these tools like Instagram, TikTok, whether it's Google ads or Spotify ads, whatever it is, anything that's a vehicle for your creativity. I don't care if you bake cakes, you rap, you do lawns or hair, whatever it is you do. When you put yourself out there, don't forget to keep growing. Learn from the circumstances and understand every time you put yourself out there, you're a representation of what people might expect. So if you do decide to go left, if you do decide to go up, when you went the other way, people might look the other way, but always take those moments as a growing turn, because everything you do and you put out there not only can be seen, not only can be an enjoyment, but can always be a lesson. Shout out to everybody that was on today for SHU Music by way of MJMG Presents. I swear Brooklyn, we do this every Monday, 9:30 p.m. We sit down with creatives and we just have conversation. And hopefully those conversations can add to you and your journey. You could take from it. If not, take from it what you want or leave what you wish. But we welcome you all on this platform. I want to send a big shout out to Miss Jackson, who'll be setting this up and getting a lot of people to come on. Salute to the fans and everybody that's been watching all night, and salute to everybody on the app. Like promised, we're gonna close this out with Young Scratt and D Word. This song is called Might Go Viral. This is the She Mix. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
SHU Studio, we get busy.
Get it! You say I might go viral with this one, huh?
She stupid thick, yeah. in Vogue, no. Look like a